Picture this. You're standing on stage, diploma in hand, spotlight shining, applause filling the room. It's graduation day, a significant career milestone, a moment when you realize you're going into someone you never thought you could be.
It's a moment of pride, but if you look even closer, you realize that this moment doesn't just belong to you. It belongs to everybody responsible for you being where you are. Because truth be told, not a single one of us got here alone. Behind every achievement and step forward, there's a team, a quiet, relentless force of teachers, staff, family, and friends who believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves and often lifting us when we couldn't stand on our own.
Hello, everybody, and good afternoon. My name is Jorge Fernandez.
My name is Daniel Ruiz.
And welcome
to our Senior Talk.
Today I want to talk to you about them, the people who shaped us, supported us, and lifted us, often without asking for anything in return. When we take the time to recognize the wonder of the people who got us here, we don't just acknowledge them, we become better versions of ourselves. Thank you, Dr. Riverall. Thank you, teachers, staff, family, and the class of 2025 who was able to be here today to be a part of this moment. First, I want to talk about the teachers who saw our potential before we did. Think of a teacher who changed your life, the one who saw past your anger, your mistakes, and your silence. For me, that teacher was Director Riverall. There was a moment when I got in trouble with the teacher. He didn't discipline me, but instead pulled me aside. He didn't lecture me, but instead shared a story of his own life about a time where he got frustrated at a teacher and ended up in the same situation I was in. He opened up about who he was back then, and in doing so made me realize who I am now. At the moment, I didn't feel like a student being corrected, but I felt like a student being understood. I cried. For the first time in a long time, I had said everything that had been weighing on me. Because of him, I realized that growth doesn't always start with punishment. Sometimes it starts with someone truly listening. He would always say, "Don't get attached," but I'm afraid it's too late. The impact you've made is something we won't easily forget. Teachers don't always hear how much they matter. They stay late to help us understand one more problem or leave encouraging notes on our assignments. So to the teachers here today, thank you. Thank you for believing in us before we believed in ourselves.
Now, let's take a moment to recognize the people who keep our school running, the staff. They are the unsung heroes who arrive early before the sun rises every morning to prepare our classrooms for a fresh start. There's cafeteria workers who provide us with breakfast, lunch, and kind smiles, counselors who listen patiently and guide us through our most challenging moments. Their selfless dedication often goes unnoticed, but it actually forms the backbone to our community, and it makes our success possible. So to every teacher and staff member here today, thank you. Thank you for being the invisible hands that made our journey possible.
Then there's family, the first teachers we ever had. Family looks different for everyone. For me, family is the moment they make sacrifices to support you, drive you to school, staying up late to help with homework, or offering a simple "how was your day?" when you are too caught up to notice how much that small question means. It's the little acts of care that often go unnoticed. The packed lunches, the reminders to wear a jacket, they show up without being asked. They saw my best even when I failed to express it. But like my father always says, "Vamos a conquistar el mundo, Pinky." We're going to conquer the world, Pinky. And just like my older sister, ahora es mi turno a conquistar el mundo. Now it's my turn to conquer the world. Because even in its imperfections, their love was the foundation that carried me through every step of the way.
Now that we're on the subject of family, I would like to thank the person who keeps my world running. Para mi madre, que ha sido la persona más trabajadora que he conocido. Ella siempre se ha asegurado de que yo y mis hermanos tengamos todo lo que necesitemos. Ella siempre ha sido mi motivación para seguir adelante. Y como siempre me ha dicho mi mamá, para atrás ni para agarrar viada. For my mom, who has been the hardest working person I've ever met. She has always made sure that me and my brothers have whatever we need, and has always been my motivation to keep moving forward. And like my mom has always told me, keep going forward, don't look back, no matter what obstacles are to come.
So to my family, and to every family here today, thank you for loving us through every version of ourselves.
Now, I would like to talk about friends. Friends are the people who walked this journey with us. They showed up on good days and bad. They stayed up late with us before exams, made us laugh when we wanted to cry, and often reminded us who we were when we simply forgot. For me, there was one person that made a difference in my journey. From the moment I met him, I could tell he was a ball of energy. Always moving, always talking, always bringing life into any room. But beneath all that energy was somebody intellectual, determined, and focused, who no matter what he did, he made sure to put his full effort into making sure everything was done to the best of his abilities. If you have that friend here today, look at them. And if they're not here, send them a message later on and say, thank you for being a part of my journey.
There's a quote I love. A person standing alone is strong, but a person lifted by others is unstoppable. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's a way to deepen our connections and remind others how much they matter. When we take the time to thank the people who brought us here, we remind them and ourselves that we are never alone. So before today ends, I challenge you to say thank you. Thank a teacher, a staff member, a family member, or a friend, because none of us got here alone. And with that being said, thank you, Director Riverall. Thank you to those of you who stood behind us, believed in us, and lifted us. You are the wonder that got us here. And to you, my fellow graduates, you have been a part of our journey as much as we have. Thank you.
This concludes our senior talk.